Gemini, welcome to your reading for the month of July 2016. This month, it looks like a really nice month for you, actually. You start off with the Five of Hearts. I want to say that you've had this card in the past. It is a card that it can represent work jealousy, workplace jealousy, but I always say that it's kind of like a good type of jealousy. It's usually jealousy because you're doing, better than everybody else, or you get some sort of reward that nobody else gets, or something like that. And I apologize, but I want to get more light on in here. That really didn't help. But anyway, this is a card of, like I said, jealousy. It can also represent the birth of a relationship, and fives are birth cards to me, and the Five of Hearts can represent like a relationship coming in, or something like that. I would tell you all Geminis this month, though, be careful of anything that sounds too good to be true. You got this Jack of Spades coming up at the end. Could be a little bit of a trickster, somebody coming in being tricky, maybe with some sort of offer. I would, definitely double check on any investments, double check on anything, anything that you have to invest in, like any courses or anything like that you could take. Just watch out for get rich quick schemes and things like that. Jack of Spades always kind of, I always give that warning. It's not a card that says don't do it, but I would say with the combination here, it's definitely a card. And you also have the Six of Spades as well, which is a good card, but I would say with the combination here, definitely some cards of just making sure everything is exactly as it seems. Next, you have the Two of Clubs. Two of Clubs, I always say, is a card of talking to yourself, really, and really figuring out what you want. It can also be a card of gossip as well. You have the Queen of Clubs as well. I would say definitely this is a month to not talk behind anybody's back, and also, if people are talking behind your back, then, I'd say try to, avoid that at all costs. But, sometimes, obviously, you can't stop that from happening. But this could be gossip and things like that. Good news is, like I said, fives are blessings in disguise, so, it could, even if there is gossip around you, it could end positively for you. The truth will come to light, so to speak, here. But this is a card of talking to yourself, really figuring out what you need in life, what you want in life in a lot of ways. And it can also be a card of communicating with friends and things like that. So it is a good card for that. Also, next, you have the Six of Spades. Six of Spades represents incremental improvement. So I'm actually getting that. A lot of you could be experiencing improvements with friends, especially if you've been having difficulties with friends, or not even necessarily difficulties. Maybe you just haven't seen some of your friends in a while, or, maybe just a certain friend has been away for a while or something. This could be, I would say the combination, again, could bring those things together. This is a card of incremental improvements, and it's a card of things improving in your life and moving forward in a lot of ways. And it's also a card of fate. Sixes have a lot to do with karma, but Six of Spades is a card of like having a lot of fated events happen, having things just kind of pop up out of nowhere and happen to you. Not good, not bad, could be either or, these things, but things could definitely happen. But I always say with this card, this is a card of moving forward for me. So I'd say anything that does happen, it kind of is positive because it'll be moving you forward and kind of making sure that you're on the right path. It's also a card of correction. I normally wouldn't say that, but you have an Eight of Diamonds here at the end. So again, it does look like a lot of you, if you feel like you've been kind of pushed off your path or anything this month, I would say that there's going to be a lot of correction for you this month, which is nice. Next, you have that Queen of Clubs. This could be a friend coming to you, needing help, or something like that. I'm definitely getting. So if that happens, definitely, if a friend comes to you and needs money this month, I would say with this Jack of Spades and the combination you have here, just look at it as like, if you have the money and you can give it to them, and you're totally fine never seeing that money again, then by all means, help a friend out. But again, with the knowledge beforehand that you might not see that money again. Like I said, with this combination, that sometimes this card can be somebody who's a little bit charming, a little bit of a charmer, and they can, kind of say things to make you feel bad, maybe. And like I said, with that Five of Hearts and, the whole thing that's going on here. Just be cautious of that. But this can also be a card of a friend coming to you, offering you something as well. So maybe a friend has power, something to offer you. Just because it's a queen doesn't mean it's a female. It could be either or. Again, I don't attach sex to my cards, so it could be male or female. coming to you, but again, a friend could be offering you advice. Next, you have the Eight of Diamonds. Really nice card, really good card of energy returning to you. A good card for anything, especially with this 6 here. This whole combination is good for starting new projects, getting started on new things. We have Mars going forward, so of course it's a great time for that. It's also a card of things returning to you, not necessarily just money. This is anything you work for. So if you're, we can work for all sorts of things. We can work for love, we can work for money, we can work for spirituality. Anything that you're putting like work into trying to get, it will return to you with this card. Also a great card for saving and planning on saving and budgeting money as well. Good for coming up with new budgets and stuff like that. So it's really nice. Next, you have the Seven of Hearts. Maybe some doubts around starting some sort of project or starting something new. But the good news is, like I said, you have this Jack of Spades at the end, which is a card of charging forward. Even look at him, he's got a sword. So it does look like if you have any doubts on a new project or starting something new, you will start regardless. And of course, I've already talked about the other side of this card, which is watching out for, a trickster or something like that. But it looks like a good month. Even, taking all that stuff about getting tricked and stuff like that out of it and just looking at the cards here, it looks like a great month for working, definitely. And even a good month for love. You have that Five of Hearts. And, even if you're already in a relationship, like I said, that Eight of Diamonds kind of makes it so that you can, anything you want, just start working for it and you'll get it. That's kind of what that card says this month. So really nice. So thank you for watching and enjoy your July.